Austrian Airlines employees are not happy about the caretaking efforts of the management. We are having a deal today from Los Angeles, for example, to Dubai with Star Lines, a chance to collect a lot of miles. Norse will be the biggest long-haul airline from Berlin airport. Accor Live Limitless has a kind of a greenwashing promotion, but let us talk about it after the intro. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points, and more status on this early hour, of course. Do not forget to subscribe, to hit the notification button, the bell, and leave us a like and comment. Thank you for doing so. Austrian Airlines employees, pilots, and cabin crew are not happy. What happens is following. Of course, during Corona and COVID, there were a lot of people, especially because of the Omicron variant, sick. And in aviation, the term would be unfit to fly. And now, after a lot of countries have lifted the travel restrictions, the airlines are trying to get in full swing back. Some airlines even had to reduce the flight plans because they have staff shortage. And in Austrian Airlines, there is a kind of a tension. And the CEO, Annette Mann, she said, yeah, we are feeling some tension in the, should we call it? In the employee body. Anyways, the employees didn't like the kickstart, the jump start, and the numbers of unfit to fly. The numbers of unfit to fly are higher than normal, than average. And the Insider News said as well that it is from Austrian Airlines a very, how do you say it politically correct? Let's say it's an unorthodox method. What they are doing is they say that they have a duty of care. And this duty of care says that they have kind of care talks. And these care talks are for people who are sick, unfit to fly. And so they have to get in and have to talk. First, they have to write why they are sick, blah, blah, blah. Not, of course, the full reasoning, but they have to write sick. And there's a specialty group or task force who is taking care of it. And when you tell them that you're unfit to fly, when you report it, even once, you have to talk to your manager, cabin crew manager. And that is something which is from Austrian Airlines side. They say, yeah, we have to see if there is something wrong, if we can change something, if we can make changes that we have happier employees. And this said, it is nothing wrong with it. It feels good, to be honest. But the pilots, the cabin crew, don't feel it. Because they say that this... it's because they're exhausted, and especially when these talks are happening more than once, and we know it from ourselves. Of course, if you have to talk to your cabin crew manager or to your manager in general, it's not nice. And even if you're sick, and if in aviation it's safety, and you sit there and think, am I fit to fly? I don't feel well, I don't know. And then you come to the decision point, then it is, even if you are exhausted and then we have to talk about fatigue and other things. So it's very important. And you have to talk to your manager. You maybe make the decision wrongfully to go to your duty, even you're not fitting well. I mean, on one side, we as passengers are suffering as we have cabin crew maybe who are not up to speed, but they are not feeling well. And then it comes to safety, to the unlikely event of whatever. And they are not fit. So I think it's very dangerous. But like I said, Austrian Airlines says, no, we are just trying to do it as safety of cabin crew and passengers is paramount, and you know it. What is your take on it? What do you think? Is this something which is pressure? Or is it something which is really an honest approach to take care of your employees. When I read the comments under the article, it's kind of interesting where you see what passengers think, and they say after 2 years of doing nothing, of course they are exhausted when they have 80 block hours again. Emirates has over 100, just to let you know. And that they can understand it that after 3 months of normal operations, they are exhausted. And the next answer was, in my opinion, a little bit rude as well. Yeah, that is how it is. And cabin crew has to go to the waitresses and waiters on ground and to talk to them and ask them what real stress means. I wouldn't go so far and tell that they are lazy or that they are not used to work. That is, in that case, I think that fatigue is a real problem. And I think that being exhausted, especially with the heat, I have the same. I feel tired and I'm exhausted. Even I woke up 5 o'clock in the morning, Helsinki time. Anyways, we should be more passionate about what we do, and we should be more patient with others as well, in my opinion. So we shouldn't judge as fast. So be more kind, be more nice. It's good for your karma. Next topic is Norse. Norse will be the biggest supplier or biggest offerer of flights over the pond. Yes, Norse will fly to New York, to Los Angeles, and to Florida. The flight to New York started yesterday evening, the first flight to JFK. Then on Friday, Los Angeles will start, and on the 7th December, they will start 3 times a week to Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Björn Tore Larsen, that is the CEO of Norse, said these words in Berlin yesterday on Wednesday. Berlin will be our new home, and they are the biggest. And the only competition they have is United on the US flights to New York, but they are flying to Newark, they are flying to JFK Norse, so there's a little bit of differentiator. And the other question is, I mean, Norse is a low-cost carrier. The fleet is 787s, which are well known from Norwegian, 15 own aircrafts, and they know that they started in a tough time. But as this is always tough to start, he says that they want to be profitable in the next year. And there are no more investments into the fleet. So 15 aircrafts and happy to go. They said they got it very cheap. Berlin Airport should be happy. Why should they be happy? Because Beijing is connected to Berlin with Hainan Airlines. They did fly anyways from Tegel. And then I told you about the two or one with United, and Singapore and Doha are connected as well. Singapore with Scooped, the low-cost carrier branch of Singapore Airlines, and Doha, of course. Who else than Qatar Airways? What is your take? Is it better to have a low-cost carrier than nothing, or you fly or to want to fly with Lufthansa and then connect via Munich or Zurich if you're going to Swiss? So what is your idea, or do you say that this business model is a little bit a problem because it's kind of Ryanair and long haul never worked in a ultra low cost environment? Even they are not ultra low cost. If you buy a proper ticket with all the shishi, you can fly Lufthansa. So it's only the advantage of being there without a separate stop. Anyways, looking forward to your comments on that, and what are your ideas? As we all know, we had big issues in the beginning of the year, which accumulated until June, 2 big dramas. That was the luggage handling people, and we had a lack of those. The German government had the wonderful idea to invite 2,000 to work. And Frankfurt Airport said yesterday, no, we don't want them because they have language barrier, they have no proper training. So for us, it's a big problem. So 2,000 should come, but the 2 airports who are taking advantage of this is Munich Airport and Nuremberg Airport. They are coming 60 to 65 of these helpers, guest workers, I don't know how you should call it properly. Anyways, 45 are going to Munich, or expected to go to Munich from Turkey, as they say that every helping hand is needed. The helpers should work in the department where you put from the baggage belts the suitcases into the carts or out of the baggage belt back again. And they shouldn't work directly at the aircrafts. The safety checks they have already done before they come to Germany. And in Munich, of course, they make a health check as well. But they have to leave Munich or Germany again until the 6th of November. If you are interested, the salary is €14.38 plus, means plus extras, plus Christmas money, plus money for their travel. And the airport says, no, they are not coming like crazy. It's a big, chewy process. Can you say chewy? Yeah, it is chewy. It's kind of... Nuremberg is awaiting 15 to 20. That is why we have 60 to 65. And they should not only put the suitcases from the belt into the containers or in the carts. They should help cleaning aircrafts, and they are paid by the house rate. And this is €12.50 starting. If you have a qualification like a driving license or so, then you can go and have other jobs. So Nuremberg is not so restrictive with those helpers. Accor. Accor is telling us, are you dreaming about slowing down, green adventures, walking along green trees with bicycle lanes, fresh air, and stuff like that? That is marketing blah blah for their new promotion. They want to, or they promised that until December 2022, they want to get rid of plastic trash, which is really great. I appreciate that. And until 2050, they want to have an unique CO2-free hotel infrastructure. Whatever it means. I mean, when you build hotels, CO2 is used a lot. I think concrete and cement and all this stuff needs a lot, but hey, who am I? Anyways, there's a promotion you can get with the Accor Live Limited if you are a member with all, ALL, 500 extra points. These extra points are valid for bookings until the 15th of September. The stay has to be at least 2 nights between the 15th of August to the 15th of October. Then we have a hotel list. There are mainly hotels, basically it's everywhere. I mean, it's only European hotels, United Kingdom, Switzerland, Serbia, Romania, Poland, Germany, Netherlands, Hungary, Luxembourg. So check the list out and they will find some. Every branch or every brand has some. Even the Pullman has some in Eindhoven, the Sofitel Legend Grand Amsterdam. Then in Germany, the one at Munich at the railway station. What was the name of this one? That was the Sofitel München Bayerpost. Bayerpost? Is it not Bayern Post? I don't know. It's Bayer Post. Sounds a little bit wrong for me as a German, but what to do? That is what you do. You have to sign up, so don't forget it that you get the points. At the end, we have always something which should make a smile on your face. That is Deal Zone. Deal Zones are always nice, as you can save money. Starline's deal from Los Angeles to Dubai, starting at €2,200. It's a code share where you can fly with Lufthansa, Swiss, or Air Canada. Booking class is P. Tickets must be issued before or on the 30th of September. 2 weeks before departure, you have to book it. Until the first Sunday after arrival at turnaround is the minimum stay. Maximum stay 3 months. Free stopovers permitted are Frankfurt, Zurich, Geneva, and Munich. Ticket is not refundable and changes are permitted for reissue. You will wonder why the prices are so high. Yes, if the rate is not available, you have to pay more. So a standard classic routing would be Los Angeles to Los Angeles to Frankfurt, from Frankfurt to Dubai, and from Dubai to maybe Zurich, and then back to Los Angeles. The mileage for that is interesting as well, because you get a lot of miles. 42,906 with China Airlines. Air Canada gives you 26,666, 22,218 EFA Airways, Portugal, Vistara, and then comes Lufthansa miles and more, 17,776. Of course, do not forget to check that you are in a Lufthansa flight, that you get the Lufthansa 50% if you're collecting with Lufthansa miles and more. And like always, there's a disclaimer in the end. Of course, Air New Zealand, 0 miles, and in this case, United as well, 0 miles. I don't know why United is so uncooperative. Thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV this early hour. Thank you for hitting the like button, the notification button, the subscribe button, and leaving us a comment. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow for the next episode. Yeah, let us end. We are already over 15 minutes, so thank you. Bye.